Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay. So today we will be starting a very new chapter, that is reproduction in humans. Now in this chapter we have two parts, like actually it is reproduction in animals where there are two parts, like the very first part is asexual mode of reproduction and the second part is sexual mode of reproduction. Now the scenario here is that we have certain omissions in certain schools, or it may or may not apply. So what we can do is we will go with a very quick flow for the very first part of the chapter, that is asexual reproduction in animals, because I personally feel that the protocol which ICSE has been following would not suggest this part of the chapter. Of course we shall again move forward with the school syllabus and whatever the school is guiding. So let's start with the first part, that is asexual mode of reproduction, in which the similar to plants there are modes of reproduction where only one parent is involved. Like in the sexual reproduction part, we have studied that two parents are involved. The male and the female gamete has to fuse together. This is not the case in the asexual mode of reproduction. Let's start. So the reproduction is the process of giving rise to the new individual, a young one which is of the same species, of the same kind. So basically when an organism reproduces one of its own kind, it is known as reproduction. So let's understand the very first part, that is asexual mode of reproduction. So the asexual mode of reproduction does not involve two parents. It only involves one parent, and basically the very first one is fission. Fission, that is binary fission, which we have already studied in the reproduction in plant case, where a single cell would divide into two parts. So the very first one is binary fission, which is observed in organisms like amoeba. So when the cell divides into two parts, you get two daughter cells, and this is how reproduction occurs. So this one is the very first one, type of asexual reproduction. The second type of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding में there is a growth of bud. This is also something that we have studied for yeast in the plant. Here we have example of Hydra. Now Hydra would have a outgrowth. This outgrowth is called as a bud. This will detach itself and start growing on its own. This type of reproduction is known as budding. Where the bud separates. So the example is Hydra. The third one is regeneration. Regeneration, here we have the example of animals like Hydra or starfish, which start regrowing their broken part of the body, but that is not reproduction because that is the same part growing. So for that we can study planaria. Planaria is a flatworm. Planaria नाम का एक flatworm होता है जो अपनी बॉडी को दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड कर देता है. तो वो जितने भी हिस्से होते हैं, लाइक ये वाला हिस्सा, वो अपने नीचे एक न्यू बॉडी ग्रो करना स्टार्ट कर देगा ऐसा. तो दिस इज लाइक ऑर्गेनिज्म वन. फिर ये भी ऐसा ही करेगा सेम, जैसा नीचे है तो अपने ऊपर एक ऑर्गेनिज्म ग्रो करना स्टार्ट कर देगा. समझा? तो ये जो दो ऑर्गेनिज्म, दिस इज ऑर्गेनिज्म वन, दिस इज ऑर्गेनिज्म टू, तो ये जो दो ऑर्गेनिजम्स ग्रो हो रहे हैं, दोज आर कॉल्ड एज प्लानेरिया. आई होप दिस इज अंडरस्टूड टू यू दैट हाउ रिप्रोडक्शन इज टेकिंग प्लेस, दैट एक पैरेंट सेल से दो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैव developed. So this is a very small quick overview to the asexual part of reproduction. Considering that it is easy, we have already studied in plants and we are not even sure that the school would be going forward with it. So let's go to the main topic of the chapter, that is sexual reproduction in organisms, in animals, that is in humans. let's start. Now, what are the basic things that we need to know about sexual reproduction in humans? The point number 1 here is, here gametes are involved. Now, what are gametes? Gametes are sex cells. So, there are 2 types of gametes, male female. Now the male gamete is called the sperm, whereas the female gamete is called the ovum. ठीक है? Okay. So when the 2 male gametes fuse together, when they fuse together, what is it called? It is called as a zygote. This zygote is going to develop further in an embryo. An embryo will develop into a baby. ठीक है? Sure. This is how reproduction looks like in humans. So I want you to copy this flowchart first. The process in which the male and female gamete fuses together to form a zygote is known as fertilization. And the zygote would undergo cell division and growth. Okay? Copy this one. Perfect. We have to learn this definition as well. Fertilization. Okay, so this is how basically the sexual reproduction takes place. Now let us understand the structure of the male and female gamete, that is ova, ovum or sperm. Sure, let's understand. So the very first one that we will understand is structure of the sperm, and then we shall understand structure of the ovum. This is what is going to be asked for drawing a diagram, label diagram, so you have to practice this appropriately. is the head region, that is the nucleus inside. Overall there is cytoplasm present. Cytoplasm is the base of the cell. This is the tail, also called as the flagellum, which helps in movement. So this is the basic structure of a sperm. Now let me explain you the structure of ovum. Ovum is larger in comparison to the sperm. This is the jelly coating. This is the nucleus again. The cytoplasm. Okay, so this is the basic egg cell. Size of the ovum is 10 times larger than the size of the sperm. Okay. This is how the structure looks. I want you to copy this diagrammatic representation. Now first understand here, the head of the sperm enters inside the ovum, यहाँ से, and the nucleus, this nucleus of the sperm will fuse with the nucleus. I draw a nucleus which is smaller. Okay, nucleus of the sperm will fuse with the nucleus of the ovum to give you what? Zygote. So this is how the structure looks. So draw this diagrammatic representation. Okay, so I hope the structure of both the male and female gametes is clear to you. Now let's start with the female reproductive and the male reproductive organs. That is the system. Human female reproductive system. doing is, I will be just giving you the name of the parts that we shall be studying in detail for this respective systems. So that today we've covered the definition, the asexual part, which we are not even sure yet that it would be there in the exams or in the school or not. But okay, we've completed from the start of the chapter itself. So we started with the asexual reproduction part, then we've understood what is fertilization, how is zygote formed, then what is embryo. Embryo is the divided cell, and how embryo in the upcoming 9 months becomes a complete developed human baby. Then we've also understood the structure of both the gametes, that is the sperm and the ovum. Now I'll be just giving you the name of the parts that fall under the female and the male reproductive system. We shall not study today in detail. For the detailed study of both the system, we shall study in the very next session. Okay. So let's start with the female reproductive system first. Female reproductive system comprises of parts called as ovary, ovary is the part which basically would develop eggs, that is ovum. Second is oviduct. It is a tube-like structure, also called as fallopian tube. Fallopian is the name of the scientist who found out. The third one is the uterus. Uterus is the mother's womb. Fourth is vagina. Vagina is the opening present in the female body. So these are the parts which are already labeled in your book in the diagrammatic representation. The only extra one is cervix, which I can put here like vagina के पहले. Cervix is the neck-like shape which is present below the uterus and before the vagina. So these are the parts of the female reproductive system. Whereas in the case of male reproductive system, the organ for development of sperms is called as testes. Produces sperms, to be precise, not develops, produces. Next is sperm duct, a tube. Duct का मतलब होता है tube, also called as vas deferens. Okay. Then there are glands, also called as vesicles, seminal vesicles, prostate gland and Cowper's gland, epididymis. There are 3 glands. Then there is urethra, and last one is penis, which is the opening. So these are the parts that we shall be covering. I want you to first write this so that you know what parts we are studying, because short answers के लिए parts ही आएगा. तो I want you to write this first, क्योंकि objectives के लिए, match the column के लिए, true or false के लिए you should be knowing that what are the parts, and especially label the diagram वाले question के लिए. So what you are doing is you are writing the names of the topics that we shall be studying under the male, female and the male reproductive system, and you are practicing the diagram labeling system. So what you have to do is draw a rough kind of diagram. I am not asking you to draw a very precise diagram, and try to label these organs. By doing this, you shall already be able to understand what part looks like what. This would make easy to understand the theory part which we shall study next time. So फटाफट ये लिखो पहले. Okay, so all the parts that we have studied, all the parts that we shall be studying for the female and the male reproductive part, what you are doing, your homework is to learn to label them in the diagrammatic representation, for which you will be drawing rough diagrams in your notebook and labeling them, under which, and you will keep space उसके नीचे, मतलब like female reproductive system ऊपर diagram और labeling, उसके नीचे पूरा पेज का space रखना है. नेक्स्ट पेज पे मेल, तो उसके नीचे जो स्पेस होगा उसमें आई विल मेक यू राइट ऑल द डिस्क्रिप्शंस फॉर ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट, सो दैट योर होल मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव एंड फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम का आंसर इज रेडी. So do that and keep. Till then we meet next time. See you.